Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you call a Tesla stock short squeeze. Tesla is sitting currently at about $325 per share for the first time, topping over $1 trillion. I will let you in on a little bit of an insider secret here. What's going on with Tesla stock? What's coming next for Tesla? And just wait until you see the short covering activity today and the option activity. It is insane and heavily reflects the price action that we are seeing today for Tesla stock. Tesla is currently up over 9% on little news. I will share the news that we have with you, but it really doesn't justify Tesla's 9+% rally. So get ready for the ride. You are currently experiencing a short squeeze for Tesla stock. So first and foremost, let's look at the short activity today. What are the short sellers doing? Tesla's short interest are free float, remaining pretty much unchanged at 2.84%. The short interest in a dollar amount that's currently sold short sits at $23.52 billion, but this is not updating for the day today. So let's do a quick little calculation here. There's 79.22 million shares that are currently sold short, times that by $27.72 that Tesla stock is up today, and short sellers are losing a whopping $2.2 billion yet again today. That brings the total to about $25.7 billion that is currently sold short in Tesla stock. That is a problem. If you continue to lose $2 billion here, $2 billion there, $500 million there, like we've seen over the past 3 days, short sellers collectively have lost over $5 billion. That is a big problem, and it's starting to amount to some huge losses as Tesla stock is now back above $1 trillion of market cap for the first time in many years, at least the last couple of years. We'll look at the actual statistics here in just a moment. But this is a big problem for the short sellers at this point. But what's also fueling this rally for Tesla stock today is the option activity. So today, you have 533 different hedge fund and institutional trades. These are often large trades. These are big money trades. These are not retail investor trades, okay? So retail investors, they tend to be unequivocally more positive than hedge funds and institutions. So when you see hedge funds and institutions very positive, it's a good sign of continued strength to come. Nonetheless, 533 different trades today, totaling $1.07 billion, with a positive order value of, get this, 92%. So hedge funds and institutions have 92% positive order values today. That is not something that you typically see, especially on a day like today where the stock is moving up so much. And if you've been an investor in Tesla for a while, you know the significance of $300 per share. Breaking that level was the prior high that we set in July of 2023. We are now actually higher than any other time we have been at since at least April of 2022. That is outright impressive, okay? The last time we had a strong rally like this, it led Tesla stock to all-time highs, okay? $414.50 per share, which was the high that was achieved on November the 4th of 2021. And it really started once you broke that 300 level. I mean, the next day you had a 12% rally, 12.66% rally, and then Tesla stock just continued higher from there. And specifically with Tesla, like, it depends on your time horizon for Tesla. Some people might say Tesla's overvalued if they have a 6-month time horizon. If you have a 5-year time horizon, you might say that Tesla stock is cheap, okay, at even current prices. So it all depends on your outlook and your time frame here. But from a general consensus standpoint of long-term investing, Tesla is not that bad here. You could justifiably make a case for Tesla stock to go back to all-time highs, right? To well exceed those all-time highs, especially relative to other mega cap tech peers that are experiencing slower growth than Tesla. And with what I would argue a slower growth future than Tesla, robotaxis and optimists are creating long-term growth initiatives for Tesla, whereas some of your other bigger tech names have either priced in all of that good news ahead of time, like perhaps Nvidia. It's probably priced in a lot of that good news already. But if you look at something like an Apple or a Google or a Microsoft even, like Tesla's opportunity relative to its business size is massive. So what I'm trying to say here is you could make a case for Tesla to still go much higher than where we are today. And I think that's what Wall Street is starting to kind of wrap their minds around. With that said, TLT is also up 1.1% today. That means that 10-year Treasury yields are falling. Now, they are falling about 4.5 basis points at the time of recording this video. So that is also helping to support Tesla stock. You can see gold is down another 0.5%, silver down 1.5%. That's great news for Tesla. Crypto, one of your most risk-on assets, along with stocks like Tesla and small caps, also doing very well. Bitcoin up around 0.5% today. Russell 2000 outperforming the NASDAQ, as I expect it should over really the next couple of months. Russell 2000 up 0.51%. NASDAQ up 0.2%, S&P up 0.57%, and the Dow is up 0.73%. Exactly as I had expected. The Russell and the Dow are outperforming the NASDAQ, and that's going to be a theme that likely continues again over the coming months. Now, this article here, one of the main articles on CNBC, says Tesla stock market cap has now passed above $1 trillion. That Tesla had a market cap of $807.1 billion through Tuesday's close. So you have added hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap in just the last couple of days. That is a lot of wealth creation for Tesla stock investors, and that's a lot of wealth destruction for Tesla short sellers. They are currently in a world of trouble. But we did have some good news today for Tesla. Sawyer Merritt reports on X. In a good omen for Tesla, Delaware judge okays vote on ad company's move to Nevada. The Cybertruck won the Coolest Car Award at the Golden Steering Wheel 2024 award. At the China Auto Industry Association that just hosted the 2024 China Automotive Software Conference, the new Automotive Privacy Protection Badge was officially unveiled, and Tesla made the cut as one of the first certified and the only foreign brand to do so. And Tesla stock is up a whopping 45% in just the last 12 trading days. It's also being reported that Tesla over in Europe will give you 1 year of free supercharging if you take delivery of a Model Y by the end of this year. As well as that, the Cybertruck is now available to lease in the US. All-wheel drive with $0 down starts as low as about $1,250 a month, and the Cyber Beast with $0 down starts at about $1,400. The all-wheel drive with $7,500 down starts at about $999 per month. This is perhaps something Wall Street is excited about today, but I don't think it justifies the 9+% move Tesla stock is currently experiencing. As well as that, you do have news that you can now order a Tesla in the Philippines. But again, that's just not justifying Tesla's move, in my personal opinion. I mean, we're definitely not going to complain about Tesla stock going higher by any means necessary, but it's important to have the context of what's going on. This is not necessarily because new information came out today. It's because Wall Street is re-rating Tesla. Wall Street was on the wrong side of Tesla stock And now there's a lot of people trying to get on the right side of Tesla stock, which can cause pretty violent upside rallies when that happens, like the one that you are currently seeing. With that said, what's actually interesting is Tesla's sentiment today is bearish at 42. Yesterday, it was bullish at 61. Today, message volume is high at 62. Yesterday was normal at 54. And the participation ratio is high at 55. This really just tells me that there's still a lot of people on the sidelines that are upset that they're on the sidelines, that are kind of bearish on Tesla. And if retail is kind of negative on Tesla, or at least the people over here on StockTwits, it leads me to believe there's more upside that could come to the stock. When you really want to be maybe a little concerned about a short-term top or so is when you see everyone that's bullish. You are not at that point where everyone is bullish. There's a lot of people still in doubt about Tesla and still in doubt about our markets. And when you see everyone start to flip to being more bullish, that's when things could settle down for Tesla. But it's really hard to say, at least in the very short term, where the top is. I mean, the stock could run much more from here. With that said, Tesla's Google Trends data in the United States is tilting sharply lower at this point, with the Cybertruck at 30, Model Y at 22, Model 3 at 18, Model S at 9, and the Model X at 7, the lowest numbers we have seen in a while. If you look at worldwide search trends, the Cybertruck is popping upwards, and in aggregate, the Model Y, the Model 3, the Model S, and the Model X are all tilting to the downside. CNN's Fear and Greed Index today is moving higher to 62, which is not even in the middle of greed. So there's definitely more excitement, optimism, animal spirits, if you will, that could come into markets and push things even higher in the near term, especially once we talk about starting to implement some of the good business policies, perhaps lowering the corporate tax rate, things like that. You could definitely see the markets get a little bit more euphoric before things are said and done, because markets are not euphoric forever. There will be a time where sentiment will die down and stocks will come down, but it doesn't necessarily perhaps have to be today. And when you look at the broader markets, Tesla is really a standout when you consider the percent of stocks currently trading above their 50-day moving average is down to 66.06%, which is down about 2% today. So not all stocks are doing, fantastic. It's really some of your more risk-on names that are outperforming, which is a good sign broadly for our markets, because risk-on assets have not been outperforming over really the last couple of years. Let me know what you think about all of this information down below in the comment section. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.